and welcome to STL Soccer Talk, the video edition. I'm Tom Timmermann, beat writer for St. Louis City for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and this is Beth O'Malley. Hello, Beth.
Hello, Tom.
So, as my voice, I'm going through puberty right now, so this is my voice will be cracking. Yeah,
okay.
It's apropos. With
you
what
were
we were talking.
up late last night.
I was, and we were talking off camera about other childhood things, so maybe that's why. So maybe my body is reacting.
Let's start over.
No, let's not start over.
You don't want to start over?
I don't want to start over, no.
Okay, then.
I think this humanizes us.
Great.
Because people say that he's not human. So this is a chance to do that.
No one's ever called you a robot, though.
No one has ever done, well, not to my knowledge. Since we were here last, they've played 2 games.
Yes.
If my memory serves correctly.
And they have a kind of a split decision on them.
Yeah, they did. But the first one they won.
They did.
They beat dreaded Sporting Kansas City.
Dreaded?
Okay, well.
They beat rival Sporting Kansas City.
Sporting Kansas City in a very good game. And it was at home, and that was a big thing because they'd won 2 games in a row, which they had never done before this season. 2 games in a row. A winning streak.
A winning streak that was promptly broken.
That then ended on Wednesday at Los Angeles. They lost to LAFC 1-0 in a kind of a weird game because it could have been worse.
Yes.
I mean, LAFC.
LA was missing chances left and right.
Yeah.
And thank goodness they were.
Yes. But they had 3.1 expected goals, which is one of the highest numbers that the city has had allowed all year. But they couldn't score. Right. And Ben Lunt filling it in goal.
He did a great job.
Did a very good job. But they couldn't score.
No.
Their XG was 0.3, which is their lowest of the season and matches the lowest in the club's history.
And how many shots on goal did they have?
0.
How many shots did they have?
I think 6 or 7. There was
higher than I thought it might be.
Yeah,
all right.
I think they had some chances there at the end. It was 4.
0 shots on goal and a 0.3 expected goal.
Yeah, not a good offensive effort. And they're just kind of, it was one of those cases where the classic last pass wasn't there, and they just didn't get really many good chances at all.
They were losing possession of the ball left and right. And Los Angeles had possession of the ball for long stretches of that game. It was frustrating to watch, and frustrating to watch at past 9:30 at night when my bedtime is 9:15. Everyone.
And City SC did certainly in the first half trouble just getting the ball out of their own end.
Yes.
They would get the ball and they would start moving, and then it would just come right back, and they just couldn't get it out of the zone. LAFC is a very good team.
Very good team.
They're 5th in points right now. They're going to finish 2nd in the Western Conference. They will contend, for the championship. They're in the midst of a really rough stretch of scheduling for them. So LAFC is a really good team. So City SC hung with them. I mean, there was 1-0. They got to the 97th minute with still a chance to tie.
Yeah.
Which is saying something. I mean, if they could have stolen a point there, it would have been, grand theft point right there if that could have happened, because they were so, they could have done it. And when I think the offense actually looked its best when Simon Betcher came in. And I don't know why he alone would have changed everything, but it did. So.
It was a game of, I think, missed opportunities up and down the field. It was not their best game, and that's what John Hackworth said after the game.
He did, and who far be it for me to argue with him.
Exactly.
That one. It was not their best.
What's next?
But now the final regular season home game is Saturday against Houston at City Park, 7:30. Houston is a team that's 5th place, I think, in the Western standings. They're right there in the thick of that. So they'll see how that goes. It'll be a good test, and back at home, and it's the farewell for the season. The final home game, the last we'll see some of the guys, maybe the last we see of some of these players in City SC uniforms. Josh Arrow's contract is out. Jake Nerwinski's contract is out. So there are decisions they will have to make.
Definitely.
And see how that goes. But this could be the fond farewell. For some players that we won't know it.
Well, it's the fond farewell for the 2024 home season, at least.
It is, which has been a interesting home season, but which has been better than the 2024 road season. So
much better.
Much better. So they actually won games. Anyway, we'll talk more about this on the podcast, and probably not about my voice cracking. Until then, before we head out the podcast, for producer Ali Shallen, for Beth, I'm Tom. Until next week, be seeing you.